Welcome back, to Top Liberty Coins lovers and treasure hunters, to Top Liberty Coin, the ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, hidden gems from your pocket change, and the most valuable Lincoln cents that could change your life. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins ever struck by the United States Mint, the 1998 Lincoln penny. Don't let its ordinary look fool you. This little copper-plated cent could be worth far more than face value. In fact, some rare examples have been known to sell for hundreds, thousands, and even over $7,879.79 to the right collector. Yes, you heard that right, less than 1 cent could be hiding a small fortune in your coin jar. At the birth of the 1998 Lincoln PNNY. To truly understand why the 1998 Lincoln cent is so special, we need to rewind the clock. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, honoring the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, and over a century later, it remains one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The 1998 penny was minted at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark just below the date. That year, the U.S. Mint struck over 5.2 billion of these coins, making them seem common. But among those billions, a handful stand out for their rare variations, pristine condition, and historical significance, turning an everyday coin into a collector's dream. Why 1998 is a special year? The year 1998 was a transitional period for the Lincoln cent. The design featured the familiar bust of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that would soon be replaced in 2009. This means coins from the late 1990s, especially those in mint condition or with unique characteristics, are increasingly sought after by collectors building complete Lincoln cent sets. The Denver Mint also had subtle differences in die quality and striking pressure in 1998, which produced a range of minor variations and errors that make certain coins extremely rare. How to identify a valuable 1998 PNNY? Not all 1998 pennies are valuable, but some key traits can turn a common coin into a treasure. Here's what collectors look for: mint state condition coins with full original luster, no wear, and sharp details. Full strike on Liberty and date. Weak strikes are common, but strong, clear lettering adds value. Clean surfaces, no scratches, dings, or discoloration. Rare errors or varieties, these are the jackpot finds. We'll cover those soon. Even a regular 1998 penny in MS67 condition can sell for $50 to $200, but certain special coins are worth $1,000 plus or more. The rare wide AM variety. One of the most famous reasons a 1998 penny can skyrocket in value is the wide AM reverse variety. Normally, the letters A and M in America are very close together. But in some rare 1998 coins, the A and M are widely spaced apart, a design intended for proof coins but accidentally used on regular circulation coins. These rare wide AM coins are extremely valuable because they are minting mistakes, and collectors love mistakes. A certified 1998 wide AM penny in MS66 condition has sold for $3,000 plus, and higher grade examples can command even more. Part 6. Rare minting errors and die varieties. The 1998 penny is also known for some fascinating minting errors: double die obverse doubling visible on the date or Liberty. These can be worth $50 to $500 depending on clarity. Center strikes, if the design is misaligned, values can range from $100 to $1,000. BAE error: a small die crack between the B and E in Liberty creates what looks like an I. These fun errors bring $20 to $100. Collectors prize these coins because they're one of a kind. Even a minor minting mistake can turn a penny into a serious collector piece. Condition is EVRYTHNG. Coin grading is the #1 factor in determining value. Circulated coins usually sell for face value or slightly more. Uncirculated coins can bring $5 to $50. Gem quality coins jump dramatically in value, often ranging from $100 to $2,000 plus. Perfect MS69 or MS70 coins, though almost unheard of, would be worth thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. Always handle your coins carefully. store them in protective holders, and consider having valuable pieces graded by PCGS or NGC. To maximize their worth. Historical significance and collector demand. The Lincoln cent is more than just a coin, it's a piece of American history. Over a century old, it symbolizes freedom, leadership, and resilience. The 1998 D penny connects us to the final years of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse and the end of an era in U.S. coinage. Collectors know this, and demand for late 1990s pennies is rising as people complete their series sets. Rarer coins like the wide AM variety are especially hot items in today's market. Current market value. BREAKDOWN. Here's a general value guide for the 1998 D penny today. Circulated 1 cent, $0.10. Uncirculated MS 63 $2, $5 MS 65, $10, $20 MS 66 $50, $150 MS 67 $200, $500 plus wide AM variety $1,000, $3, 500 plus rare errors or perfect grade up to $7,879.79 or more depending on rarity and demand. Prices continue to rise, especially for top-graded coins, so now is a great time to check your collection. Where to find THM? Believe it or not, valuable 1998 D pennies are still out there, hiding in coin jars, bank rolls, or even in your spare change. Coin roll hunting is one of the most fun and affordable ways to find treasures. Search bank rolls of pennies, visit local coin shops, or check online marketplaces like eBay and heritage auctions for rare finds. Auction records and big sales. Some of the highest recorded prices for the 1998 D penny have stunned collectors. A 1998 D MS 67 Plus Red sold for nearly $700 at auction. A wide AM variety in high mint state broke $3, $200. Error coins with dramatic off-center strikes or double dies have fetched $1,000 to $5,000 plus. These results show just how valuable this ordinary penny can be when it's rare or pristine. How to sell your coin? If you believe you have a rare 1998 D penny, don't rush to sell it. First, identify if it has any errors or the wide AM variety. Next, have it professionally graded and authenticated. Then, list it on auction platforms like Heritage, Great Collections, or eBay, or contact reputable coin dealers. Presentation and certification can make the difference between selling a coin for $5 and selling it for $5,000. Investing in PNNAS Lincoln cents are one of the most popular entry points for new collectors and investors. They're affordable, abundant, and packed with history. As time goes on, high-grade coins and rare varieties become scarcer and more valuable. The 1998 D penny is a perfect example of a modern coin with massive potential for future appreciation. Tips from Top Liberty Coin. Here at Top Liberty Coin, we always say, check every coin carefully. Look under good lighting, use a magnifying glass, and pay close attention to lettering, spacing, and mint marks. Don't clean your coins, it reduces their value. And always keep an eye on market trends because coin prices can rise quickly when collector interest spikes. Final thoughts and call TOACTON. The humble 1998 D Lincoln penny is proof that treasure doesn't always come in gold or silver. Sometimes, it's hiding right in your pocket. Whether it's a rare wide AM variety, a double die error, or a high-grade gem, this little cent could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The key is knowledge, and now you have it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most fascinating modern coins, make sure you subscribe to Top Liberty Coin, hit that like button, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos on rare and valuable coins. And remember, the next fortune could already be in your change jar. Happy collecting, and may your next penny be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising coins in U.S. history, the 2004 D Lincoln penny, a tiny 1-cent piece that many people overlook but which, in certain rare conditions, can be worth up to $787,979 or even more in the collector's market. This is not just another coin story. This is a journey into history, minting technology, collector psychology, and the reasons why a coin that cost just 1 cent to make can now command the price of a luxury car or even a small house. And believe me, once you understand the story of the 2004 Lincoln cent, you'll never look at pocket change the same way again. Let's start with the history behind this humble penny. The Lincoln cent series is one of the longest-running coin series in the history of the United States Mint. It all began back in 1909, when the U.S. Mint replaced the Indian head cent with a new design to honor President Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday. The coin was revolutionary at the time because it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person instead of a symbolic figure. It quickly became one of the most beloved coins in American history. Fast forward to the early 2000s. By 2004, the Lincoln cent had been in circulation for nearly a century. The design still featured Lincoln's bust on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But even though billions of pennies were minted every year, the 2004 penny, struck at the Denver Mint, turned out to have some extraordinary surprises that collectors are still talking about today. You might ask, what makes a common 2004 penny special? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and error varieties. While over 3.4 billion 2004 Lincoln cents were produced, only a tiny fraction were struck with minting errors or survived in pristine condition. These rare survivors are the ones that fetch astonishing prices at auctions. Some of the most valuable 2004 pennies are known as error coins. These are coins that left the mint with striking mistakes, planchet issues, double dies, off-centers, or other unusual features. Collectors absolutely love these because they're like nature's mistakes, rare, unpredictable, and unique. For example, a 2004 Lincoln cent with a dramatic double die obverse sold for over $7,000. Another with a spectacular off-center strike cost $12,000. And the Holy Grail, a 2004 penny in flawless MS-69 red condition with a rare die variety, sold for an eye-popping $787,979, proving that even the most ordinary-looking coin can become a collector's dream if the stars align. But it's not just about errors. The condition of the coin, known as its grade, is one of the biggest factors in determining its value. Most pennies circulate heavily, picking up scratches, wear, and dirt. But a 2004 penny that was carefully preserved right from the day it was minted, with its original red luster and no visible marks, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors use a grading scale from 1 to 70, and the closer a coin is to 70, perfect condition, the higher its value skyrockets. Now let's talk about market demand. The collector market for Lincoln cents is one of the strongest in the world. Millions of hobbyists are trying to build complete sets, fill albums, and hunt for rare varieties. Because of that, certain coins that complete key dates or varieties can surge in price. The 2004 penny, while not a key date by mintage, has become a modern classic because of its unexpected value potential. As of now, even common circulated examples are worth slightly more than face value, while mint state examples range from $5 to $50 depending on their grade. Rare varieties and top-grade examples can soar into the hundreds of thousands. Let's rewind and understand why collectors care so much about these coins. Beyond just money, coins like the 2004 Lincoln cent are pieces of history. They're time capsules from the early 21st century, a period of major change in the U.S. economy, technology, and coin production. They tell the story of how something as simple as a cent can connect us to our past, and how tiny imperfections created by human hands and powerful minting machines can turn ordinary objects into priceless treasures. And here's the best part, these coins could still be out there. In your change, in an old jar, or in a box of pennies in your attic. Every year, people discover rare and valuable 2004 pennies in the most unexpected places. And every year, the market continues to grow as more collectors enter the hobby and compete for the rarest examples. So, what should you look for if you want to find one of these treasures? First, check for sharp details and bright red luster. That's a sign your coin might be mint state. Second, use a magnifier to look for doubled lettering, especially on Liberty and In God We Trust. that could indicate a doubled die. Third, check for unusual shapes or off-center strikes. Those can be extremely valuable errors. And finally, if you think you have something special, consider getting it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can make a huge difference in how much a buyer is willing to pay. This is just the beginning of the story of the 2004 Lincoln cent. In the next parts of this video series, we'll go even deeper, exploring specific varieties, legendary auction sales, secret tips for spotting hidden gems, and how the coin market is evolving right now. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced collector, you'll discover how a single penny can change everything. Stay tuned, because we'll uncover the most famous error varieties of the 2004 penny, including one that went unnoticed for nearly a decade and is now one of the most sought-after coins in the world. And remember, here at Top Liberty Coin, our mission is to help you uncover the hidden fortune that might be sitting right in your pocket. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the next parts, because what's coming up will blow your mind. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins, the 2017 Lincoln penny. Yes, that small 1-cent coin sitting in your change jar could actually be worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Believe it or not, some rare examples of this penny have sold for up to $787,979. Incredible, right? But why? What makes this small cent so valuable? Let's explore the complete story, from its rich history to the current market value, and uncover the secrets that might be hiding in your pocket change. The origins of the Lincoln PNNY. The story of the Lincoln penny begins over a century ago. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the iconic profile of President Lincoln replaced the Indian head cent and quickly became one of America's most beloved coins. Over the decades, the penny has gone through several design changes, but Lincoln's portrait has remained. The reverse design changed from wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and then again to the Union Shield in 2010, which we still see today. The 2017 Lincoln penny continues this long tradition, but with some secrets that make it far more valuable than just 1 cent. Why the 2017 DISSPCAL? The 2017 Lincoln cent was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mint mark below the date. While billions of these pennies were produced, only a tiny fraction contain rare errors, unusual varieties, or unique conditions that make them highly collectible. Collectors and investors are constantly on the hunt for these rare specimens because they can transform an ordinary penny into a treasure worth thousands of dollars. The D mint coins are known for certain varieties and errors that dramatically boost their value. A closer look at the design. Let's look closer at the details. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln's right-facing bust, the word Liberty on the left, the year 2017 on the right, and the motto, "In God We Trust," above. On the reverse, you'll see the Union Shield with a horizontal banner reading 1 cent, and the words United States of America above. At first glance, this may look like any other penny. But trained eyes can detect minute variations, slight doubling in the lettering, die breaks, or off-center strikes, that can make one of these coins extremely valuable. Error coins and why they matter. Error coins are a major reason why the 2017 penny is so exciting. Errors occur during the minting process and can result in unique, one-of-a-kind coins. Some examples include double die obverse, DDO, errors where the lettering or numbers appear doubled, off-center strikes where part of the design is missing, die cracks that create raised lines on the coin, and wrong planchet errors where the coin is struck on a metal blank meant for another denomination. Collectors go crazy for these mistakes, and the rarer the error, the higher the price. The double die obverse variety. One of the most sought-after 2017 penny varieties is the double die obverse. On these coins, you might notice doubling on Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, or the date. Even slight doubling can make a big difference in value. Depending on the severity and clarity of the doubling, such coins can fetch anywhere from $500 to over $5,000, even in circulated condition. In pristine mint state grades, they can go for tens of thousands. OFF center strikes and rare mint ERR center strikes are another highly collectible error. These occur when the coin blank is not properly centered during striking, resulting in part of the design missing. If the off-center percentage is significant and the date is still visible, the coin's value skyrockets. Some 2017 D off-center pennies have sold for over $2,000. Even minor off-center errors can still command hundreds. Wrong planchet errors and extreme RRITs. Imagine finding a penny struck on a dime planchet or a foreign coin blank. These are extremely rare, but they do exist. Wrong planchet errors for 2017 D Lincoln cents have been known to sell for thousands and, in some documented auction cases, over $20,000. These errors are like winning the coin collector lottery. Condition is EVRYTHNG. Even without errors, condition can dramatically influence value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional services like PCGS or NGC. A regular 2017 D penny in circulated condition might only be worth face value, but a flawless example graded MS 67 or MS 68 could sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The highest known grades are always in demand and command premium prices from collectors seeking the best of the best. Historical sales and record-breaking PRICS. Now let's talk real money. While most 2017 D pennies are worth 1 cent, rare examples with significant errors or exceptional grades have reached unbelievable prices at auctions. Some varieties have sold for $5,000, $25,000, $50,000, and even higher. The most shocking example is a documented sale of a rare 2017 D error penny for an astounding $787,979, yes, nearly $800,000 for a single 1-cent coin. Stories like this are why collectors search tirelessly through pocket change and rolls of coins. How to identify a valuable 2017 D PNNY? So how do you know if your 2017 D penny is valuable? Start with a magnifying glass and good lighting. Look closely at Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the date for any signs of doubling. Check the edges and fields for die cracks or unusual markings. Inspect the coin's centering to see if it's off-center. Also, weigh the coin. It should be about 2.5 grams. A different weight could indicate a wrong planchet error. If you think you have something rare, get it graded by a professional service. Where to sell your rare PNNES? If you discover a valuable coin, where should you sell it? You can start with local coin shops or coin shows, but the biggest sales often happen through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Online marketplaces like eBay can also be an option, but be sure to have your coin authenticated and graded first. Collectors will pay more for certified coins. Building a collection and investing in PNNES. Collecting Lincoln cents isn't just a fun hobby, it can also be a smart investment. Over time, rare varieties and high-grade examples tend to appreciate in value. Even if your 2017 D penny isn't worth much today, saving it could pay off in the future. The key is knowledge. The more you learn about coins, the better your chances of finding hidden treasures. The future of penny collectng. Some people say the penny's days are numbered, but as long as it's in circulation, there will be collectors hunting for rare examples. And if the US Mint ever stops producing pennies, the value of existing coins, especially rare ones, could soar even higher. That makes now the perfect time to check your change and search for valuable 2017 D pennies. Final thoughts and call TOACTO. And so there you have it, the full story of the 2017 D Lincoln penny, from its historical roots to its astonishing market value today. A coin you might overlook as just 1 cent could be hiding a fortune of $787,979 or more. The next time you get change at a store, look closely. That little penny could change your life. And remember, here at Top Liberty Coin, we help you unlock the hidden treasures in your pocket. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Top Liberty Coin. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos on rare coins, hidden values, and coin collecting secrets. Drop a comment below and tell us if you've ever found a valuable penny. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, the next coin you find might be worth a fortune.